Hey everybody, this is Doug with Artfully Road. I'm in the middle of a gate project and I'm about to weld on some hinges. I thought this would be the perfect example to show you how to use the MAR Weld On Hinges. Now, they consist of three pieces. You have the piece with the post, and then you have a small bushing that goes on that post, and then you have a post hole that goes on top of the post. Now these are super strong, and you weld one side to the door and one side to the gate post, and then when you're ready to install, you simply drop the slot, the post into the hole. So let me show you how to line these things up, because that is key. You need to be able to line this straight up along the door and make sure it's in the middle of the seam between the post and the door. I have one hinge ready to weld, but I'm going to break this back down to show you what I did. So this is the post hole section, then there's a bushing, and then you have the post. Okay, in order to keep myself lined up against the edge of the door, I created a small jig that actually has a piece of 1/8 inch steel that will separate the door from the door post. Now I say door, this is actually a gate door, so there's going to be a metal post on the other side. The key is to take your top post section and make sure that it is vertical straight up and down. And so that's why having this angle there really helps out. And then I can clamp that post right in place. Now I'm not sure if you can see that, but the actual post section of the clamp is right up against that angle. And if you scroll back just a little bit here, you can see that that is in the center of where the post and the door would be. So now all I need to do is put a couple of tack welds to hold that in place. So now that I have the top portion of the hinge tacked in place, I can go ahead and run a bead all the way along that line, and then I'm going to come back and do the same on the other side. Okay, so while I'm here, I want to take a moment just to kind of tell you about this helmet that I'm wearing right now. It's from YesWelder. It's the Aggressor Q800D. Now I'm definitely a budget-minded person, and so being on a budget doesn't always provide you with like the best quality of equipment. But I have to say, the Aggressor from YesWelder was surprisingly cool. And one of the things that I really like about it is the fact that you have a lot of extra padding. You got padding across the back of the head, you got padding that goes all the way around the front of the head, and the adjustability for the helmet is pretty amazing. One of the things that I've had problems with before is when using a welding cap, you know, putting the helmet over the welding cap can sometimes be an issue, especially if what you're wearing is not necessarily a welding cap, but a do-rag, which has a knot in the back. With this extra padding, for some reason, I've not had a problem with the knot in the back of the do-rag, and so this actually has gone on very well. Like I said, it's a little heavy, and I thought that that was going to be an issue, but so far it's not caused any problems. And one of the things I've noticed, that you have side vision on the helmet themselves. So when you're inside, you can actually see peripheral. I didn't think that that was necessary or needed, but already since I've started using this, I could be welding and I can see somebody like walking up on me in the peripheral on the side of the mask. So that's actually kind of cool. Okay, so let me see if I can show you inside the mask. All of your dials are inside. So you can set your delay, you can set your sensitivity. You can actually set whether you're cutting, welding, or grinding. And what's nice is this actually has a low battery indicator. And unlike other auto darkening masks, what's really cool about this is you can replace this entire setup. That's one of the problems I've had with other masks is once this thing goes, that's it, you can't replace it. But with the YesWelder mask, you can replace this whole auto darkening setup, and it's kind of cool that way. So if you're gonna try a welding mask and you're looking for something that's on a budget but is also good quality, then yeah, give the Aggressor a check out, because it's definitely been surprising to me. You can get different face shields that you can replace, so once this gets all scratched up, and yeah, I give it a thumbs up. And if you order from YesWelder, make sure that you use the Artfully Rogue discount code, and you'll get 10% off of everything that you order, including this cool Aggressor helmet. So let's get back to the project. I'm not actually providing the post for these doors, so it's going to be up to the client to hire a welder on their side to actually do the bottom half of this hinge. But if you were to do the bottom half on your own, basically you want to keep the bottom half as vertical as possible. To make sure that I keep my spacing, I'll just put a piece of 1/8 inch in here and use another little angle, keep that flat. Then you'd go ahead and weld along this side, take the door off, weld along that side, and then when you're ready to install the door, this hinge would stay with your post, this stays with your door, and then it's an easy drop down insert and install. Okay guys, I know this was a short video, and as a matter of fact, it's a different day. I have a very limited amount of time in the shop where I can work and not sweat profusely. It's 115 degrees outside, which means it's about 115 degrees inside. So, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. It is greatly appreciated, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so now. If you have comments, please leave those down below. And I'd like to give a huge shout out to my Patreon supporters: Barry and Marlene Rush, Judy Clothier, John Leddington, and Fun Kiss Artistic Creations. I'll see you in the next video.